Hey guys, it's Recliner Nerd John Moore. Hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like button, hit the follow button. Hey, if you're an owner of a rental property and you're looking for a good tenant, here are some red flags to help you weed out who might be a potential bad tenant. If the first question a potential tenant asks you is, are you the owner? You might get a little hair on the back of your neck standing up. It doesn't mean necessarily that there's anything nefarious, but they could also be trying to make sure you're not an actual real estate professional, property manager, or apartment manager. If they're having issues with the previous landlord, or they're trying to skip out or get out of one, they can tell you their sob story and tell you why they need to get out, and there's always mold or whatever they're trying to do. So if they ask if you're the owner, there might be a little red flag there. Next, you need to run credit. Credit says a lot. Now, you don't necessarily need a FICO score. You just need lines of credit. See what lines of credit they have open. Most people that are trying to rent a place and not buy, they're going to have some stuff on there. So if there's some late pays on some medical bills or student loans, or maybe even some credit cards they're behind on, that's not necessarily horrible, because people will always pay where they live and to get a car. Now, if they have repossessions and they have balances with other real estate companies, that's your red flag. One of the best ways to fool somebody is to give you a fake landlord. There are ways to suss out whether or not they're a fake landlord, but if they've given you a reference of where they live now and it matches their credit and that's where they live now, go look up who the owner of that property is. Now, if the owner of that property is different from who they are saying the landlord is, that's a red flag. Now, it doesn't mean necessarily that it's bad, because I'm not the owner of a lot of the properties that I manage. So my name's different than the owner's. But if they don't want you to talk to their actual landlord, they might tell you that this person is, and they're going to give you a glowing reference, and that could be a problem. Next is verifying income. Now, I would suggest that you make at least 3 times the amount. We actually do 3.5 times the amount of rent when it comes to making enough money. There's a couple ways that you can verify income. Obviously, one is a check stub, because it tells you exactly what they make on the check stub. Another way, if you're uneasy about that, get some bank statements. Look at their last couple of bank statements. It tells you how much money's coming into the account, how much money's going out. That could help you a lot on verifying how much they actually make. Last but not least, if all of that has passed and you still have an uneasy feeling about whether or not they're going to be a good tenant, go with your gut. Go over and drive by the property they say they currently live at and that is on their credit. If you can drive by and you see that the yard is a mess and there's cars on blocks, nothing's mowed, and it looks horrible, that's the way they're going to take care of your property. So go do a drive-by if you can. Well, that's it, guys. That's everything. Hope this helps you out. Till next time, see you at the house.